Welcome to Show Em The Dore. That was the best we've ever had a guest do.
Thank you.
Everybody's like very timid with it.
Welcome to Show Em The Dore, the podcast with the most technical difficulties ever.
It's my fault.
I know we've used the welcome to the technical difficulties podcast like 4 times. We have to reiterate because I don't have a microphone because we left the last microphone on for weeks.
For all those, if we cut Willem's audio, don't worry though.
We don't hear me. Read my lips.
Yeah.
Tough.
For all our deaf audiences.
Sign language.
No way you said you went. God.
So this is already a great episode of Show Em The Dore. That's Chris. I'm Willem. Here we have our very special guest. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, I'm LaChance.
Bella, we're so happy to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.
It's an extremely professional podcast.
And this is your immersion project.
Yeah, this is my immersion project. This is
a graduation requirement.
I've sent in clips of this to podcast competitions. Did you know? I haven't won. Just to be clear.
Win.
I was gonna ask.
I would. The thing is, it was even a teacher that I had before. I was hoping for just a smidge of nepotism, but no, absolutely not. But we were just going to start with how you got into basketball and kind of move, through your life in basketball. So when did you start playing?
Second grade.
Second grade. And were you always really, really, really good?
When I first started, I wasn't great, but I was oh, I'm actually not bad at this, so.
Did you travel as a kid?
Yeah.
And
since third grade.
Jeez.
Yeah, no. Travel's a lot.
Yeah.
Travel's no joke. It's a business since you're I'd say 6th grade is when it gets super serious.
How many hours a week would you say you were putting into basketball that early in your life?
Probably 2 to 3 a day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. Travel practices were a long time.
And so were you did you always play the same position, or did you start off playing different?
I was a point. And then I shifted to shooting guard, and now I'm back to just straight point, which is nice.
Do you consider yourself a combo guard nowadays, or
no?
You're just straight point guard?
I would just say straight point guard. Yeah, I would just say, but back in the day.
Back in the day,
guard.
A little bit of a combo.
Yeah, I was for sure a combo.
Does women's basketball have AAU tracks the same way guys does, or is it a little different?
It's pretty much the same. We go to different places in them, obviously, but we have EYBL, we have Under Armour, we have all those.
Which is what?
So EYBL is the Nike league,
really?
Which is what I played in. Right. Yeah, and then they obviously have the Jordan, and they have Under Armour and Adidas Gauntlet. But EYBL was the place to be.
How was your teams back in the day?
We were pretty good. The Miami Suns. Shout out to Miami Suns.
Shout out Miami Suns.
Played for them from 6th to 11th grade.
Really?
So
that's that's a lot of.
Oh, it was a commitment.
Difference.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How old are you in 6th grade?
Why are you looking at me? I can do math.
You're about 6th grade.
Okay, you're 13. 6th grade.
Hold on, I actually can do the math here.
Are you 11?
10.
10.
So you were 10 to 17?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Just the difference in people in that time?
The same girls or
No, travel you have people coming 4 hours away to play on your team for a weekend.
Jeez.
And then you're hey, what's your name? Oh, she's gone.
You're oh, we got our 2 games.
Right, yeah. Thanks for the dubs. And then you never, that's how travel goes.
How do you build chemistry as a team in that sense? Or did you
It's hard. One year, my sophomore year of high school was probably the best year on my travel team, chemistry-wise, because it was same girls, we all stayed together. But travel, you don't really see chemistry. If you watch a girls' game in in the EYBL, it's just whoever's good is gonna do well.
Is it more isolation basketball?
Unfortunately, which is my least favorite.
You're not an isolation basketball girl?
No, because that's not basketball.
No,
that's one-on-one.
I'd agree. Do you like the NBA?
No. Hot take.
I wonder why.
Hot take. I don't like the NBA.
I'm not an NBA guy either, personally.
They don't play defense.
No.
And they don't really care until the end of the 4th quarter.
Call me an old head at the Y, but I want to.
I want to see someone in a defensive stance.
At least 4 passes.
Right.
Use the backboard.
Right. No, some fundamentals. Not everyone get a dunk.
Yeah.
No.
And is it cool to see somebody jump 60 inches in the air?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
have you ever watched the Olympics? They jump 60 inches.
Yeah, exactly. Why does pole vaulting not get the same amount?
Right.
Pole vaulting is horrifying. I just want
no.
You're going so high.
I would break myself.
Trusting like pole?
What if it breaks?
There was an episode of Scooby-Doo, right?
There's no way.
The whole premise was that somebody cut the pole vaulter's pole, so he fell and like really hurt himself.
Why do you remember that?
That was like ingrained in his head.
Yeah. No, the thing is he does this at least 3 times an episode where he's like...
I have a really weird array of knowledge. Never useful. Ever. Except in situations like this.
Right.
Where I can be like, Scooby-Doo.
Speaking of pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting.
It comes up in conversation a lot.
No, I'm not built for pole vaulting. And so like... I get up there, like, I'm sorry, I'm breaking every bone in my body.
Do you know, like, for a long time they didn't have that, like...
The mat? Yeah.
You just fell on the ground for years of the sport. I saw this on Instagram the other day.
Who would do that?
Weirdos, like...
I wonder if that's why all the records are being broken now. It wasn't the fact that he couldn't get higher, they just didn't want to drop 7 feet.
Right. Who could survive?
Like, I'm really flexing all of my knowledge here. A fall from 8 feet could be fatal. I'm 3 in a row on things. This is the prime ADHD.
So, do you think it was like we could go higher, but we don't want to break ourselves?
Right.
Wow. Okay, back to basketball. So you're more of a fundamental basketball kind of player. What do you feel like is the best team that you played on that's like fundamental basketball before like high school or college?
Before high school?
Yeah, because like I'm looking for like the real like people that like are doing this because it's like fun and like they have a passion for it, but not like actually coached in the way high school or college is.
Okay, so I played for a team called the Lady Jaguars from like 3rd to 5th grade, and that was like all fundamentals.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys win a lot?
I think we did, from what I can
remember. You're like, I won all the time.
No, we definitely didn't win all the time because Florida basketball, I feel like, is a little behind compared to the other states.
And so you went to St. Thomas Aquinas, didn't you?
Yep.
How was St. Thomas Aquinas basketball?
So my coach, I followed him I transferred there my sophomore year.
Doesn't have that in your file.
Oh, yeah, transferred. Yeah.
Add it.
Yep.
Add it? Wow, Vandy. Really cool.
He was the coach at a school in Weston, which is, I live in Fort Lauderdale, and he went to St. Thomas and I followed him.
Okay.
So like,
it
was great, and he believed in me, and like it was just amazing.
So you were at, how did you guys do freshman year before you went to St. Thomas Aquinas, I guess?
Like, how was my season? Freshman?
How was your season?
We did like really well for like the first time in a while at that school.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why.
I was like my peak confidence. Like I was like probably the most confident in high school I ever have ever been. Right.
He was taking like 70 shots a game.
Right. And like exactly, just killing it. So.
And so after you moved to St. Thomas Aquinas, how was like playing basketball under that consistent system with I assume similar girls for 3 years? How was that for you?
I loved it. Because again, like same coach, but like St. Thomas Aquinas like is like known for sports. Yeah. So like you felt like obligated,
that is a known school.
Right? You were like, we need to do well because like we go to sports school.
Right.
Like,
do you know a lot of people like here from St. Thomas Aquinas?
Julian, he was on here, right?
Yeah, Julian's been on here twice. I love Julian. Yes, we talked about that on the podcast. Apparently for everything but Scooby-Doo.
And pole vaulting.
Yeah.
There's like a couple guys. Tyson Russell, he went to St. Thomas.
I've heard of him, yeah.
I've seen him. I see him all the time.
He went to St. Thomas. There's a couple people who actually like go here. Even like normal students who come from here.
Those bums. Normal students, right. Like imagine being one of those.
Got like a 1600 on the SAT.
We're wiffle ball athletes. That's why we're here. So what is your favorite moment from high school?
My favorite moment
I don't want to hear
from
about
high school.
Okay.
Okay. My favorite, there were 2. My first was my senior night because they like, what's it called when they like take your jersey and like no one can wear your number? They retired my jersey, which was awesome.
That's really sick. Is it in the rafters?
No, but like
it's just in their minds.
It's like no one can wear number 0.
There we go.
Let's go.
So no one can have that, and I like literally started crying because I was like, he just retired my jersey.
That's so
and then my other favorite moment was just like beating one of the teams who we had a serious rivalry with, like to the point where like her mom was like cursing me out after a game type. Yeah.
That's the dream, man.
No.
Yeah. If I'm
mad.
No, people did not like me in Broward.
Why did they not like you?
Cause like just the way I play, like I can get a little like
maybe
rough
it's because
on the
we've
edges.
watched you play from like the team that we support, but
you
like
know,
I can't imagine not being a likable player.
No, I could see it. You know, getting away with calls or like.
Calls, no. You know.
It's not an important part of the game.
No. I think we should play with no refs. Hot take here.
That's fundamental. You gotta take it.
It's an honor code. Call your own foul.
We're making new basketball right now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but on the flip side, what was your least favorite memory for high school and basketball?
Oh, we lost in the state championship, which sucked. And like this girl on our team, I hope she doesn't watch this, but she called an extra timeout that we didn't have. And we were like,
I hope you watch this. I hope you know that you messed this up.
She called an extra timeout after our coach was like, we have no timeouts left. And I was open, and she said timeout, and I said, did you? And then, yeah, so that was brutal.
That's tough. Was it like a one possession game?
Well, if that didn't happen, we would have won, and then we ended up going into overtime and losing.
Oh.
So it was like last 18, 19 seconds.
I hope she also failed her Algebra 2 test.
Yeah.
Because
well, you know what? Imagine taking a test and then playing in the state championship the same day.
You're sitting there in AP US history.
That's it.
You got to be like, oh, I got my Unit 3 test, and then I take an extra time out, and that's it.
It's high school. Like, you got to prep for like the winter semi-formal dance. Be like, is Johnny
fantasy under the sea?
Right, and then time out.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking about that, and I take the extra time out.
For my driver's test.
I've got my permit yesterday. Yeah. No, I kind of can't imagine being like a student athlete because like I have enough trouble being a student.
I have enough trouble existing.
Yeah, like
we still have those problems as a student athlete too, you know. But like it's weird, like you eventually like handle like everyday life. Like me going to workouts and practice, like that's just part of the day. You know what I mean?
Does it like murder your sleep schedule at all?
No.
Or, like what is your sleep schedule?
I sleep a good 8 hours, 7.5, 8 hours.
Okay, but like what time can you get to bed to do that?
Like I'll go at 10:30.
Yeah.
That's a healthy time.
That's a healthy time.
I don't keep myself up. Like I'll find a way to get my work done. Like I will not stay up overnight like writing a paper. Like I will plan it out. I'm also like different though in the sense like I will plan out my stuff and like get my stuff done.
Do you have like a GCal that's like 3 months in advance?
Oh yeah, like
GCal.
You gotta like write all your syllabi down, all that.
Oh, you have
like,
that so like remind you?
And I have little squares and checks.
You would,
and, like,
you would absolutely hate the way that I do school.
Had I known, I would have sent you a GCal.
Next time. Next time. So I guess, how was the recruiting process from high school to college then?
So I actually committed my sophomore year of high school.
Really?
So a different coach recruited me.
Yes.
Stephanie White.
Yes.
So she recruited me my sophomore year, and I committed right away. I had an offer from another school in New York named Fordham. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I've heard of Fordham, actually.
So
there's the word ham in there.
Great. They had a great business program there. But yeah, I committed pretty quick.
Okay.
And then like the rest of my travel was like smooth sailing because like everyone's stressing out their junior year, and I'm like, well, I'm going to Vanderbilt. I'm going to Vanderbilt. So it wasn't too stressful, and the program I played for was great with like having college connections.
Awesome. I know that you got like some solid accolades your senior year, if I remember looking at your file correctly, where you were like 7A through 9A player of the year for
junior year. I was.
Was that junior year?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm not doing well.
No, it's okay. Senior year wasn't my best year, like playing wise, just because I was kind of like mailing it in. Yeah. I hate to admit it,
but I mean, you were the 7 through 9A player of the year.
Right.
Like that was so like. Was that like a chip on your shoulder after like sophomore year, where you're like, I've committed here, I have to like prove that a little bit? Like, not to say that, you know, you're not just naturally that talented.
Like I always had a kind of chip on my shoulder with stuff, just because, like, I mean, I am this, like, short little girl playing basketball who no one really expects to, like, be good. And obviously college is a whole different ballgame. But, like, high school specifically, I was like, okay, like, I'm playing in Broward County. Like, I need to, you know, prove myself. Because I was known for being, like, overrated or something. I was like, oh, overrated.
You get those overrated chants?
Right. A little There were definitely some chants. I don't remember what they were, but no, Broward County was rough at games and stuff. Like, if you miss a shot, you airball, oh my God, you're gonna hear that for the rest of the game. Like, but
I mean, but
Player of the Year was cool though.
Yeah, was that like? Did you get like a trophy for it, like a plaque or something?
I'm pretty sure we got a plaque, and then it's like all over the newspaper.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't
Was
know if
that
people
sick?
read newspapers, but
I
like
haven't
we
read
have
newspapers,
like got all of them because
You have that like a shadow.
I have like a
Finished all the
big
family.
Italian family. They're
There we
like,
go.
Bella, we need to get this. So it was huge. So I loved it, but yeah, so that was cool.
That's really, really cool.
Thank you.
And so when you got to Vandy, how was that transition from high school to college ball?
Big transition in the sense of like, I'd say like every single day is kind of like a game. Like when you're going to practice, like it's like a game.
Right.
And the competition is insane. But obviously I came in a COVID year.
Yeah.
So it was weird. Like we couldn't like, be sitting next to each other like this or like look at each other for more than 5 minutes.
What was your house freshman year?
I lived in Lewis.
Because all the athletes
all of them.
They're cooler than us. I forgot.
We all got to live in there.
That's really cool though. Who was your like roommates then?
I had one. Her name was Emily Bowman. She transferred after freshman year.
She was in my Spanish class.
Really?
She goes to Samford.
Yeah, she's super quiet.
She was so tall.
So tall.
How tall is she?
Super tall.
She's like
I see her
6'6".
on Zoom and I'm like, I can tell you're so tall.
She might have been like 6'6", I think.
Oh my God.
She'd like stand up and like do something and I'm like,
No, super tall.
That good for her. But so again, like moving to transition still through like into college. Like how was like the games once you actually started playing like against like SEC opponents and that kind of
Well,
stuff?
we only played 8 games my freshman year.
That was kind of a little short.
So we ended
I
our
hate
season.
COVID.
It was brutal. Like, I mean, the games itself were like, it honestly wasn't that bad. Like, the first 4 games we played were like the non-conference, which were like okay. And obviously when we got to SEC, it was like, okay, we're with the big dogs now.
Yeah.
Like one of those games with South Carolina, and we were like,
Oh. Are you surprised they lost this year?
oh my God. Well, big Iowa fan. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
So like.
So did you predict? Did you a women's bracket?
Yeah, I thought South Carolina was gonna win.
What was your percentile in your bracket?
I don't even know because after I had a couple stupid losses, I was like, I'm not looking anymore. I'm done.
I let my mom do one off whims, and she was in like the 70th percentile, just off whims.
Like, no,
like she had South Carolina winning, but like other than that, she made it through like almost through the round of 32 completely.
See,
unscathed.
do you know who called that, Chris? Me. My bracket was great.
You
I got
could-
the championship, except I didn't pick Iowa to lose because I thought Caitlin Clark is a dog.
I mean, she
She
still
is a
had
dog.
30.
She's
Alexis Morris said she locked her up. She had 30 and like 8 or
Not locking
9.
anybody up. Come
yeah,
on,
like
now.
if anybody's gonna get locked up, it's not Caitlin Clark. I feel
if 30 is getting locked up,
like what is not
What's
getting
she gonna
locked?
score?
Like, she put like 43 up there,
Jeez.
and they're like, oh, the best
she put
performance.
like
but
what 41 the game before?
oh, I thought it was 43. Dang. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I
You
think
can't
it
win.
was 41.
No, like that was. I will say the women's championship was far more entertaining.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
100%. And I'm like the first person to be like, like guys are faster, stronger, like they can dunk and stuff. But like, that was
No.
a sleeper.
The guys tournament was boring.
Lame.
All like the teams that went far in the guys tournaments were like not that exciting. Like I wanted FAU to win.
I want FAU
Like
to go to
I'm
like,
from Knoxville, so I'm a
Okay.
Tennessee fan, of course. But like when we lost to FAU, I was like,
Tennessee had a rough year on the low.
Tennessee's not a good basketball team.
No.
It's the same thing every
It's the same thing every year where our defense is good and we can't make a shot to save our life.
Yeah.
You do
And-
well and then you die late season.
Yeah, in fairness, Zakai
Classic
tore his
Tennessee.
ACL, but
Yeah, he did.
and he was like the only person who could score.
Yeah. I think is that the number 4? Wait, is that?
No, that's Tyreek Key. you're
Oh,
thinking
okay.
of. We have like a couple
He
guys.
looks like Carlton.
He
from
does.
Fresh Prince.
Willem is a big Gonzaga fan. He's from Spokane, Washington. And so Tennessee and Gonzaga played an exhibition game at the very start of the year, and I had no idea if the Vols were going to be good. The Vols smoked Gonzaga just by the
Yeah,
way.
it was like 30 points.
Yeah, the only time we've ever scored that many points. And yeah,
Scrimmage.
and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, you guys can't do this in the real game? And Willem, like Tyreek Key had like 15. He was like, who is this Carlton looking like? And he had just transferred, so I had no idea who the heck he was.
Where did he transfer from?
Indiana State.
Oh wow.
The Fighting Larry
knew it.
Birds. And like, But yeah, I thought that South Carolina was going to go undefeated.
So did I.
But
Tough. Do better next year, maybe.
How do you feel about the there's been a lot of controvery on men's basketball. Is this something?
This is something I could
you can speak on?
Yeah, Okay. So we've played Angel Reese, yes. She's very much out there, but like I do think a lot of it was heat of the moment.
Sure.
I'll say that. And I do think there is a lot of backlash because it's like women in sports kind of thing. But I also think that like this part at the end was a little much.
Yeah.
I totally get that like Caitlyn did it in Louisville and Angel Reese is like, you just lost to me.
Yeah.
And then, but like if you watch it from another angle, Caitlyn's just trying to walk away and she's like
the thing that
flaunting it, and I'm like, you beat her. You know what I mean?
I'm a big trash talk guy, like to be entirely honest. What I didn't like was that she like followed her around.
Yeah, no, because like I totally get the whole moment, like trash talk, like I just beat you, you're gonna lose, like go cry kind of thing. But I was like,
you weren't a fan favorite in high school?
Caitlyn was like, Caitlyn was even like, it didn't bother me. So I'm like, people should just drop it then.
Right.
Because I feel like people are really trying to take it as far as they can.
Did you see like a Dave Portnoy talking about
Oh my God.
It was like, she's so, I'm like, come on, it's not that deep.
Right.
Nothing's ever that deep.
He just doesn't like women.
Anyway.
He's made some comments.
Dude, he's not a good guy. Just to be,
yeah.
You know what, since we're not associated with Barstool Vandy anymore, we can say that.
Who's Dave Portnoy? Barstool guy, right?
Barstool guy.
The president, school presidente on Twitter. It's actually a Twitter handle. I'm sad that I know that.
I know that too.
Yeah.
That's tough for y'all now.
Yeah.
I have no idea who the dude is.
But like,
I barely remember David's name.
Yeah, I was not a big fan of just like the following her.
Yeah, no. When you watch it from the camera angle, from
it's like 30 seconds of like, come on.
Yeah.
But you also see where like they're not like, aren't they like not going to the White House or something?
I saw that.
What?
Yeah, because they wanted to. What's her name? Jill Biden.
Jill.
She wanted to invite like Iowa and South Carolina, which I was like.
That's a little weird.
I mean, not South Carolina, LSU. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which was odd because you only bring the winner. But like even Caitlyn in one of her interviews was like, we're not going.
Yeah, that's not their place.
Like another time, but I don't think LSU is gonna go at all.
Yeah, there was Angel Reese had like a quote on Twitter that was like, "We'll go for like the Obamas or something like that," and I was like,
"Oh, really?"
I was like, I didn't realize like I don't know Joe Biden's history if there was like some kind of like race thing there, but
they don't seem like they'd be the type.
No, that's what I was a little confused by that comment. I haven't looked into it by any means.
I mean, the Obamas. They're not coming back in the White House.
Unless Michelle runs.
Right, but
it was just like it was like a big confusing mess of a situation that I feel like really tarnished a really great women's like tournament.
And they'd get like a really good dinner.
Yeah.
That's
real talk.
Definitely steak.
Yeah.
Definitely like one of those seafood platters. Oysters for sure.
Yeah. I feel like Joe Biden eats a lot of oysters.
Yeah. He seems like an oyster
guy.
type. With the lemon and
yeah. He gets it like fresh squeezed by some random Secret Service agent.
Just grits every day. He's like
he's like eating SpaghettiOs out of a can. He's like,
hey, I used to love SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, SpaghettiOs were banging. I had SpaghettiOs like last year. So disappointing.
Really?
It ruined my childhood.
Never meet your heroes.
I'm not gonna eat them again.
It's so sad.
Because I feel like I won't like them.
No, I don't.
That's growing up and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Realizing SpaghettiOs taste really bad.
Realizing our parents were right all along.
My parents never said SpaghettiOs taste bad.
My parents had me eat them.
Wait, what?
My parents gave me them religiously.
Yeah, they're SpaghettiOs. I'm like,
here's lunch.
Are we Italian?
You're Italian?
Yeah.
Aw.
His last name's Azzannaro.
I got Z's.
Oh my God. Okay, my mom's maiden name is Sebregandio.
That's pretty Italian.
That's like how Italian.
Holy Jesus.
You're gonna hear that on the podcast.
Yeah.
How Italian is your family, like 1 to 10?
Yeah,
okay. Well, like my dad's side is not Italian, or like maybe a little. My mom's side is like probably like a 9.
There we go.
Like the loud, the yelling, the screaming, but it's all out of love. But
yeah, of course.
Yeah, the cooking, everything.
Was that like difficult at times being like, I assume you're the youngest girl, are you not?
No.
You're the oldest.
I'm the oldest. I have one brother.
Yes.
He's younger.
Gianni.
Gianni, yeah. Shout out to G-Man. You're in the pod.
It's in the final. No. It was in the file. I was in here, I'm like, one brother. And I was like, that seems like it would want to be an older
Gianni
brother.
Valentino.
Gianni Valentino?
That's
such a sick name.
Yeah.
I went between sick and tough, but I went with sick. That's why I said stick. But but that's such like a sick name.
Where in Italy are you from?
Sicily and maybe Calabria.
Nice.
I'm pretty
My
sure.
family's from Calabria.
Oh my god.
I'm just Aaron.
We're related.
Yeah. We're actually cousins.
Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't know.
I know.
Yeah, Chris, be left out.
I'm sorry, I'm from the Middle East. I'm like down the Mediterranean River. Yeah, my bad. I was already on a no-fly list from last episode.
I have a Palestinian flag in my room, man.
That's true.
Chris, I got the flags going. Italy and Palestine.
Yeah, he has the Italy one, I
God.
have the Palestine one.
I'm like a diehard Like, I'm literally 50%, but I am very prideful on my Italianness.
Do you speak Italian?
No, but I've taken it, and I'm going to Italy in August.
What? Why?
That's our trip.
What? Why?
Right.
What do you mean, why?
As in, like, the team?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Where are
so
y'all
sick. Are you guys gonna like play Italian teams?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are
What?
gonna kill
Rome.
them. You guys are gonna kill them.
I'm pretty sure Rome, Venice, Amalfi Coast, a couple more places too.
Do y'all like
playing basketball in the Amalfi
walk
Coast?
on?
Yeah, like managers perhaps.
Last year you probably could have joined the team.
Not that I've ever wanted somebody to tear an ACL. But boy, do I want to go to Italy.
No, it's gonna be insane. I've never
What
been.
about like managers? Like your random HOD major managers.
Did you take Italian here?
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you have? And when did you take it?
Oh, I took it freshman, sophomore year, and I had. I'm really blanking on her name, but she was great.
Was it Elsa Filosa?
No, it was the other.
Mara.
You're gonna keep spitting names.
I only know the two. There's Andre, the dude.
Definitely not a dude.
Okay. What'd she look like?
She had brown hair. She wasn't that old. She had kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Our sports podcast is getting hijacked by Italy.
I love it.
The Italy episode.
We should have brought the Italian flag.
Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna bring it
guys.
next time. That's
Why
crazy.
are you gonna bring it next time?
Right.
Ellie, what are you doing next week?
I'm coming for the Italian flag.
Exactly.
I'll make spaghetti.
Oh my god.
I made farfalle last night.
You did?
Yeah, he did. He walked in. He like.
I
He
came
just got
back
off
from
of
work
work.
and I'm like, man, am I hungry.
He opens our cabinet. I'm like.
Didn't say a word to you.
No, you didn't.
Just
I was in there
starts
doing
making
work, and
spaghetti.
he's like,
Not spaghetti.
he just started clanging around in the kitchen. I'm like, all right, well, whatever you say.
listening to,
Then.
The Italian at work.
That
Yeah.
one song that you sent me. The one that we've been talking about. Heartbreak.
Oh yeah, so I'm not a country music fan, just to be clear. Are you a country music fan?
Yeah.
So there's like, while I am not the biggest country music fan in the world, there are like a good 7, 8, 10, or like around 10 songs that I just love, like unapologetically.
So you're not like against it.
Yeah, I'm not
for
sitting
real.
here like, oh, there's not a country song I won't listen
He
to.
told me he liked Morgan Wallen the other day.
I do. It's sad.
Now it's on the podcast. Now everyone knows.
Yeah, now all of
Hopping
our
on the wave.
60 viewers know.
We'll get more because I'll send it to my family and like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gonna.
the whole Italian.
The Italians.
The Italians.
Wow.
The Italians are coming. Right.
Oh, okay.
I'll see it on Facebook. Oh my God! Look at her go.
She's getting interviewed.
No, dude, that,
Look at my little girl.
My cousin, my family does that too, and it's like in like half Arabic on like Facebook. They're like look
He has
at
a podcast.
they're like look at Ibn
Look at the
Lisa, and I'm like no way, thank you,
This is the
Auntie.
Mediterranean podcast.
This is the Mediterranean podcast.
The modcast.
Podcast.
Don't like you. Well, we're not coming back next week. Bella's my new co-host.
Right.
What country artists do you like?
Most of them.
Okay,
Most
fair
of them.
enough.
What about like a favorite?
Who's your favorite? Top two.
Okay, Morgan Wallen and Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
I listened to the entire new Morgan Wallen's entire
The
new
whole album? It's
I,
huge.
I listened to the
I've only heard
entirety.
maybe
of it.
6 songs, and they're all bangers.
Wow, maybe
They
I'm
are
just a bigger
pretty
fan than you.
Maybe you are.
which
and
is
maybe
like
I'm okay with that.
No, because I was driving home and I was like, might as well listen
driving
to the whole
through
album.
Tennessee, listen to one.
Yeah, one hand on the wheel, windows down.
Every time he says the words 865, I'm like, that's me. I'm like, that's me. My phone number has 865 at the start. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm cooler than anybody watching this podcast, except if you're my mom.
Unless they have an 865?
Because my mom also has an 865.
Okay, then.
What's the best area code in your opinion? Like
865.
numbers-wise.
954.
954.
That's Broward County.
Set of numbers.
I have to.
I think 615 is pretty.
615
solid
is actually
number.
pretty
615 is a solid one.
I like how that looks, like on hats and
just
stuff.
looks
Like
good.
615 looks.
Do you know why?
865 is
Do you know why it's 865?
No.
Because it spells vol on like old stuff. On like flip phones and stuff. Like I mean, it'd be like 8 like 3 times, but it's 8.
Bruh.
It's 8. It's vol.
Y'all like a.
Because
college
that
sports team
wasn't
much?
the old area code for Knoxville. Like it's
was
gotten changed in the last like 20 years.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't know area codes changed. First
I
of all,
didn't think they could either.
But yeah, like but it used to be.
Nashville's changed. Now it's 625.
It is.
Anthony has a 625 number.
That's his brother.
Because he just got a phone.
Also, can you name a more Italian name than Anthony Azzinnaro?
That's good.
Yeah, like
My grandpa's name is Vincent.
Oh my God! Do
my
you guys call him
God.
Vinny?
I wish.
you don't.
No, I'm gonna call him up actually.
Oh,
Later.
call him on the phone.
Hey, Vinny. Right.
Vinny, I got something to tell you.
There's always like Vinny. There's Frankie.
Frankie, I have an uncle Frankie.
Yep.
There it is. We got Tony.
Tony.
My great uncle Tony. Great uncle Frankie.
Anthony could be Tony as well.
Anthony could be Tony. My dad's name is Lee.
That's interesting.
Not that Italian.
Yeah.
No, that's not very.
His middle name
Italian at
is
all.
just the letter J though.
It's
DJ?
just J.
Yeah, just J. No, have I not told you this?
No, you
it's
have.
just the letter J, and they're like
You know a guy
5
for 3
stories.
years, and
Like
they doesn't
5
tell you his
stories of
dad's
why,
middle name.
And none of them are real. Like Vince told me something.
Why don't you ask your grandmother?
She's dead.
Oh,
Chris.
my bad. You didn't tell me that either.
Come on, my grandma died. Grandma Bonnie is in Spokane. In a grave,
6
Chris.
feet deep. I'm being
6 feet.
socially distant. I'm being socially distant.
That's the best low wind bar ever.
That's true.
That's not. It's the real G's moving sound. It's like lasagna. That's the best.
It's true.
But
It's up there.
anyways, what's your favorite shape of pasta?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait. I just wrote it
God.
down.
You just
What?
wrote it down?
Okay.
How Italian she is. This is great.
This is groundbreaking.
I'm checking my phone.
Yeah.
Because no, I literally just put it in this group chat. Oh, radiatory. I don't have to look.
What?
Radiatory. You know
That's
what
more
that?
I'm not Italian enough to know
Hold
what
on.
that is. What
It's
is
like
that?
they're like almost. I'll show you a picture.
Okay,
Thank you.
bring it up.
Yeah, no.
For the folks back home, you're not going to see it.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
sorry
describe
guys.
it.
Just.
Oh, it's made out of pasta.
Right.
Mm.
Oh my
Like how
keyboard.
ESPN is your favorite?
Radiatory.
You have your own problem.
These.
Oh, I've seen those.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
What?
That's a
How do
respectable
you make
pasta.
those?
What do you mean, how do you make?
Oh, you mean like hand?
Hand make them.
I don't
Like, how do you
know.
make those?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, you put the water
like-
on
You
and
put
you
it in
dump it in. And
You're like probably eggs and
Right.
flour.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like hand making, you know.
Neither do I. I'm not that Italian.
I want to at some
just
point.
lazy.
I would like
We've
to
talked
too.
about it.
We should.
I don't
We have
cook.
eggs.
We have flour.
What are you doing tonight?
I'm going to my slant meeting.
What's slant?
You don't know what the slant is?
Bro, let him tell you.
So the Slant is the satire newspaper here on campus, and you know how Sam and Kendall won VSG? They're in they ran as a joke platform through the Slant.
Oh,
Sam's on
that's
our wiffle
cool.
ball team.
Yeah, Sam is on a wiffle ball team. He's the editor-in-chief of the Slant, and we do like funny stuff like hold on. Well, I'm gonna plug my own headlines here in a second.
Bro.
Just one second to give you like an idea of what it is.
Marketing right here.
Yeah, of course. This is expanding my net worth.
He's gonna send you a LinkedIn connection.
Which one can I say on here?
Bro.
Here, I'll let you read it actually. And
Let
then
him
just
hear for the folks at home.
just laugh.
Just to
if
hear
you-
it correct.
it's. I'm gonna write an article. That's that.
I believe that's true though, because like
is.
it's almost more work.
That's so good. That was the first one you made.
It's
Yeah.
almost more work to take it out to the truck.
It's me
you know how
clowning
much it
on the
costs?
Tide
Oh.
laundry service.
I don't, but like,
People here have money like it grows on the tree.
which
The tree.
There's a tree out that one, yeah.
I'm gonna
When
like,
they
get
do
up and,
their
like, move
Tide
the
laundry,
camera.
they go and grab it off the
They're
tree.
like, there it is.
Right.
There's the
How
little,
much is it?
I don't know. I was just making it.
I think he was asking you.
How much money it is? I'm like, no, tell me.
I'm gonna look it up. Continue talking.
Uses it.
She does? I don't like Carmen
this.
anymore.
We're never getting lunch with her again.
No.
Oh, I hope Carmen doesn't watch.
I hope she doesn't read my article. Probably not.
Mm-hmm. We only have lunch with like once a semester.
Okay, I will find that out later. Not worth
So,
it. If I can't get it off my first Google search, I'm not looking further.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So in the interest of time, because I know you have places to be and things to do, what has been your favorite moment in college?
Basketball or like life?
I mean, you can say both if you'd like, but.
Okay, I'm gonna say something really sappy for the life one, but like meeting my best friends.
Aww.
Who? Name them right now.
Name also who's not in your best friends.
Don't name.
All right, I'll
name.
Okay, okay. Tina Bruni, soccer player, number 26.
Tina Bruni. Shout out Tina Bruni.
Ava Hetzel, soccer player, number 15.
Hetzel? It's like pretzel.
Nice.
Yep, those two. Yeah. So, and then favorite basketball memory. Yeah. This is also gonna be like kind of like cute, but like probably starting for the first time and having like my last name on the jersey.
That's dope.
Speaking of last names on articles of clothing, Bella, we have wouldn't you know it? We have a T-shirt for you here at Show Em The Dore. You are officially a Show Em The Dore alumnus. Is it alumnus? And on the back it has the LaChance.
LaChance. I'm honored.
So this is for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. Look at this.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Wear it everywhere.
I will. You'll see me on campus with my Show Em The Dore shirt on.
Exactly.
There we go. That's what we like here.
That's how we get up to 100 views. Actually, we've been doing better lately, which is crazy.
Our numbers are?
Yeah, our numbers, they're up.
They're not high, but they're up.
They'll get there.
They are. Yep. That's actually, we've seen a steady incline throughout time, which is nice.
See?
They haven't gotten tired of this. So.
No. Considering this is what we do every episode, that I'm surprised.
Yeah, this is not
out of sorts. Just to be clear. But like, I'm glad because I don't want to come on here and like just be like, "Hello, Bella, how are you doing today?"
No, this is great. Like it's like a
conversation.
I'm actually like really enjoying myself.
Wow, it's very special.
I was having like a tough day. Like this really.
Were you really having a tough day?
Yeah, just one of those.
I get you.
Yeah.
Well, before you have to go, I want to talk about superlatives on the team real quick.
Okay.
So, who is the best dressed on the women's basketball team?
Ayana.
For
sure.
I think
she has drip.
I think that's what Sasha said.
She's got major drip.
I think Sasha also said herself, if I remember correctly.
I saw her Kroger
beef?
Once, and like, not to.
I'm gonna clickbait the heck out of that title.
She was not like
dressed to the nines.
She has her moments, but I would not give her
day in day out.
No, Ayana.
That's understandable. What is your favorite place to play outside of Memorial Gymnasium?
Bro.
I really like playing at LSU in the PMAC.
Really?
Just because it's huge and it's like insane. Like, and the screen is so cool too.
I toured LSU. I hated LSU.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, I also had like a terrible tour guide in fairness though. But like, it just didn't seem like a very cool campus to be on.
Maybe you were a terrible tour.
He said, do you say tour or tour?
Tour.
Why did you say tour? Like
because you say it like that.
I say tour.
Tour.
Also, I'd like to point out that you said Louisville.
Yeah,
me?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I say Louisville, but like I've heard a lot of people say Louisville.
Yeah.
I haven't heard nobody say tour. Okay, what is your least favorite place to play?
Least favorite place? Oh my God, Mizzou.
Mizzou?
Oh my God.
We hate this. We have gone on record saying how much we hate Missouri on this podcast.
No, like first of all, the atmosphere is awful. I don't know how people go there.
Gross.
Second of all, everyone is like old who goes to the games. No, like
for like Nancy.
No, literally, and the
Carol.
And the seats. You know how like they're like black and gold. They're not gold. Like it's like
yellow.
Mustard yellow. The seats. No, it's bad.
Anybody who says Missouri is gold is not telling you the truth.
Yeah, no.
It is. Yeah, it's very
least
yellow.
favorite for sure.
Okay. More things about like the team. Willem, you do better at this. What other superlatives do we normally do other than best dancer?
Best dancer.
I definitely started with best dressed.
I'd also probably give it to Ayana, but our team's not really a great dancers. They're not.
You guys don't,
I'm like okay dancer. You know what I mean?
You're up there.
compared to like Jada and Ryan for sure, because they can't dance.
Just name dropping first and last on the podcast. You guys are shitty dancers. No, that's really funny. What's your go-to like pregame meal?
Okay, so we do like we have like breakfast, and like when we have obviously early games on Sundays.
Yeah.
I'll always have like sausage. I don't do omelets often. I'll do a bagel, and then we have to have turkey bacon because we're not allowed to have real bacon, which sucks.
Why is that?
Like for health reasons.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, and then I'll have. I wish, and then I'll have like hash browns. Hash browns are my favorite. And then when we have like later games, well, it'll just be like pasta, and then I have to have salad and bread. Nice. But before the games, I eat 3 packs of Gushers usually before every game. Unless I'm on pack 2 and my stomach's like killing me.
You get rid of pack 3 there?
3, because like we go in the locker room like twice before we play. So like I'll eat a pack, start warm-ups, come back in, eat a pack, go back out and come back
the
in.
multiple color one or all strawberry? It's
usually all strawberry.
Okay, that's
it just depends,
ones.
but like that's usually which one it is.
Okay.
Do you prefer the?
I prefer the all strawberry.
Okay, so you're correct.
Yeah.
I have beef with like the blue Gushers. I don't think they're good.
I don't mind them, but like orange is a little like, why am I eating an orange Gusher?
This is insane.
This is not insane.
I ate so many Gushers when I was in like the 5th grade. My mom was like, "Stop,
you gotta chill.
Lose weight." I'm like, "Mom, I lost so much weight this thing. Worked really well. I just stopped eating Gushers. I lost like
you were like 40% Gusher.
Right.
I lost like 30 pounds because I ate like Pop cereal every day and never ate Gushers.
Dude,
anymore.
Pop cereal is a top tier.
I've eaten Gushers like twice.
Did you see our? I don't know if you follow the Show Em The Dore like stories at all, but we had a cereal bracket that we came out with.
Who won?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Easily.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, like I think the championship was Cinnamon Toast Crunch versus Honey Nut Cheerios.
Wow.
Honey Nut Cheerios, in my opinion, is a banger.
Hot take. I would eat regular Cheerios first.
Over Honey Nut Cheerios? You're not allowed back.
I was at a hotel one time in Nashville, actually. I was at a hotel, and I'm like, dude, Cheerios. Got them. They were regular Cheerios, and it ruined my day.
Okay, I think I'd say a regular first, because if I'm going to have a Cheerio, it'll be like to be healthy. But if I'm going to eat cereal, like, and I want to have a sugary snack, I'm going to have Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Give me your top 3 cereals, though.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Correct.
Lucky Charms.
Ooh, okay.
And I really love Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Even though I don't eat them a lot, they're so good.
I think was our 3rd team.
Yeah.
So.
I've had them like once in the past 5 years. Ate the entire box.
No, we had
It was all
he's ADHD, right? He sends me a snap, and it's just him with a box of Frosted Flakes. I come back home that night, gone, and I'm like, you're a maniac.
That's insane.
Yeah. I don't know if you had eaten that day, but like, Lord, did you eat?
You didn't eat the whole day.
I have problems.
It's ADHD.
But yeah, you'd still eat with ADHD.
I forget
this is what I tell him, you know?
I think you'd eat more. I think you'd eat more with ADHD because, you know, you're always going. Like, you have been sitting here the whole time. He's like, yeah.
No, my mom, every episode, she's like.
I think I'm a little bit too.
On my own podcast?
No.
I
think you're just Italian.
My
hypothesis. Hold on, no.
All
I need to say this in
Italians.
public. I'm just like my dad, and he's just like his dad. We're all the same guy. We'll like talk about stuff and get into it and be like really like weirdly aggressive.
I use my hands too.
And I'm like, I can't tell if it's because we all have ADHD or because we're all Italian.
A little bit of both.
That's my thing. I meet Italian guys, and they're all like intense.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I'm like,
every Italian guy is intense.
It's insane. My Italian teacher is like phenomenal. I love her. She's great.
I really love mine too. I just can't think of her name.
Bruh.
I know.
Apparently not memorable.
No, she was great.
Didn't like her enough to remember her name.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. Sure.
I'm getting a minor.
You are? Mm-hmm. I should have done that.
It's gonna be fun. It's not that many classes too, so like.
Man, I should have taken it just to be in the class with you.
Yeah, probably.
I have no interest in it.
You guys don't have any classes together?
We have one. We have.
Oh yeah,
we
do.
came out of it today.
You weren't there sometimes. You weren't there for half of it today.
I had meetings for my capstone internship.
Okay.
And this man is on me
about. You're not at your class.
And I brought you your chargers too. Don't act like I didn't.
You did, and I'm thankful. Both of my things. I had my computer and my phone. I forget to charge my things.
Yeah. No, about Never mind. That's about to get too much on the podcast considering the amount of time that we have, which is like negative. So, like we've had every other person who's ever come on the podcast, we really want you to sign the jersey to like, kind of commemorate there. Like, shut your mouth. I'm struggling. My bad.
At least I can speak.
Oh my god.
There's a text that I sent him like a year ago, and it's, at least I can type, and then he sends it to me every time.
Every time he makes, I have like a screenshot of it. Yeah, try to make it as legible as possible. And Patrick Smith did not do a good job making his legible.
Bro, Spencer Jones did the worst job.
Yeah, facts. Considering he's our first round pick of MLB draft.
Right. Like dude did not know how to sign a jersey.
Should have given him his own jersey.
No. Because this is ours. I'm keeping this forever.
My dad wore it to a game.
He did?
I give it to him.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, we've had everybody that's ever come on.
Which one's this one?
Who was number 47?
Yeah, Wesley.
Oh yeah, Wesley Schelling. Julian Hernandez. Sasha. Patrick Smith. Shoot. One of those is Ben Cox somewhere. Ben Cox. That's Spencer's.
Who's this?
Oh, that's a great question.
This looks like Sasha started and then finished.
Maybe she did.
We're
okay with it. Oh, our Barstool Vandy guy there, but before he ghosted us. We can talk about that in a second. But anyway, I know you have places to be. But thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you guys for having me. It was great.
And next week we plan to have another. We're in the works finding somebody else at the present moment. But if not, it might just be me and Willem, and we'll recap actual sports.
Maybe we'll get batteries. Oh, you ordered?
Yeah, I ordered them.
Nice.
I ordered them off Amazon. Mm-hmm. So let's hope that our audio isn't completely messed up. If it is, you'll just hear me.
I'm sorry.
But we will see you guys next week. So all the way from the Curb Center Studios here in Nashville, Tennessee, this has been Show 'Em the Door.